Hello and welcome to week 5. We are going to be looking at the mindfulness technique of body scanning. At the end of this video, you'll be able to explain how stress and tension manifest physically in the body, understand the purpose and benefits of body scanning as a mindfulness practice, practice a guided body scan to enhance self-awareness and relaxation, and apply body scanning techniques during and after shifts to manage stress, tension, and fatigue. So let's review the mindfulness techniques we have learned so far this program. We have learned mindful speaking, pausing before speaking, being aware of tone and words, actively listening and regulating emotions before responding, mindful breathing. So we learned box, and also known as tactical breathing, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and holding for 4 seconds, using this to maintain focus under pressure. We learned about the power of the mind, the happy place visualization, closing your eyes, taking slow deep breaths, focusing on the room that you're in, and then taking yourself someplace different, someplace you love being, maybe by the ocean or on a mountain, noticing those details and staying in that happy moment for a few deep breaths before returning to awareness. The power of the mind sound control technique, where you're closing your eyes and taking several slow deep breaths, picking a familiar favorite song and playing it in your mind at normal volume, slowly turning it up and down, making note of how you felt and if you were able to keep your concentration and were you able to fend off any intrusive thoughts. The attitude of gratitude. The first technique was 3 good things, where you're pausing and thinking about 3 positive moments from your day, reflecting on how they made you feel, taking deep breaths and allowing the gratitude to settle in. Are you feeling your mood lighten? And are you feeling happiness? And the other attitude of gratitude technique of recognition, recognizing yourself and your team members for their hard work, shifting your focus from daily negative scenarios or encounters to positive moments, choosing a person you appreciate, a colleague, mentor, friend, or family member, and writing a short message to them or mentally expressing gratitude toward them, making note of how gratitude affects your mood and perspective. I want to talk a little bit about stress and tension in the body. We've long understood that stress plays a significant role in our emotional well-being, but science now makes it clear. Chronic, unrelenting stress doesn't just impact how we feel, it physically alters how our brain and body function. When stress becomes chronic and distressing, it can impair the brain's ability to regulate emotions, memory, and decision-making. Over time, elevated stress hormones, especially cortisol, can shrink parts of the brain like the hippocampus, which is crucial for learning and memory. But the effects aren't limited to the brain. Stress has very real consequences for the body as well. Persistent muscle tension, often held unconsciously in areas like the shoulders, neck, or lower back, can lead to chronic pain and fatigue. Stress also contributes to elevated blood pressure and increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. What's more, when stress hormones are constantly elevated, the body goes into a kind of survival mode. This can disrupt normal metabolic functions, contributing to weight gain, especially around the abdomen, and increasing the risk of obesity. Elevated cortisol also interferes with restful sleep, making it harder for the body to recover and regulate itself properly. So when we talk about the importance of stress reduction techniques like mindfulness, we're not just talking about feeling better emotionally, we're talking about protecting the brain and body at a fundamental level. The mindfulness technique of body scanning is more than just a relaxation technique. It has measurable effects on the brain and body that can contribute to long-term mental and physical health. Neuroscientific studies have shown that when we engage in body scan meditation, we activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for higher order thinking, such as focus, attention, and executive functioning. With consistent practice, this stimulation can help enhance concentration and improve cognitive control over time. At the same time, body scanning has been shown to reduce activity in the amygdala, or as you recall, the brain's fear center. When activity in the amygdala decreases, people often report reduced anxiety levels and a greater sense of emotional calm. But perhaps one of the most profound benefits of body scanning is how it strengthens the mind-body connection. By consistently bringing awareness to bodily sensation without judgment, we train ourselves to be more in tune with the subtle messages our body is sending, whether it's stress, fatigue, or emotional strain. Over time, this heightened awareness can support emotional regulation and lower overall stress levels. Another noteworthy benefit is its impact on sleep quality. Body scanning, especially when practiced in the evening, has been shown to promote deeper and more restful sleep. Improved sleep, in turn, supports better emotional balance, immune function, and even weight regulation due to its effect on hormones that influence hunger and metabolism. In short, body scanning is a simple but powerful practice with far-reaching benefits, not just for stress relief, but for brain function, emotional well-being, and physical health. You want to find a comfortable position to practice the body scanning mindfulness technique. You want to sit or lie in a comfortable position. I usually do this technique at night before I go to sleep, especially if I've had a stressful day or there are things that are worrying me and I find my mind racing. I find that when I stop myself and do a mental scan of my body from head to toe, I can often relax and stop my mind from racing and wandering into worrying territory that keeps you up at night. So you want to notice your face first and your head, and you want to close your eyes and take some deep breaths and just think about your head and your face. What are you feeling there? Is there any tension? You want to relax your forehead, your jaw, and your eyes. And then you're going to focus on your neck and shoulders and focus on any tenseness or pain. And you want to try to focus on releasing that tension and lowering your shoulders, because we sometimes keep our shoulders up and we're not even recognizing that. Then you want to move to your arms and hands. Are you noticing any tightness? You want to just let them rest, either at your side or on the bed, wherever you are. Notice your chest and your breathing. Observe your breathing. Make sure you're taking nice, deep, cleansing breaths in and out. Notice your back and spine. What is your posture like? Are you relaxed? Are you having any pain? Try to release any tension around your spine and in your lower back. Feel your legs and feet. Feel your knees. Are you having any pain? Are they heavy? Let them feel grounded and let go of any of that heaviness. As you're going through your body scan, end with a deep breath and awareness of your whole body. What did you feel during the body scan? Are there any areas of pain? Are you cold or hot? Were you able to relax any tense muscles that you didn't even realize were tense? Body scanning can be used anytime it is safe to do so. Before or after a shift to reset physically and mentally, during breaks to release tension, after a high stress call to prevent lingering stress buildup, and when falling asleep. As we have discussed, stress is caustic to the body and the mind. Body scanning is a mindfulness technique to promote the mind-body connection and present moment awareness. It helps with physical and mental health. The challenge for this week is to practice a 2 to 5 minute body scan daily and notice changes in tension and stress levels. Next week is the 6th and final video, which will recap this whole program. Thank you so much, and see you next week.